Evening guys, how are we doing? I'm Yalik, and clearing map a little bit. Ooh, shiny greens and lots of blues. Very, very low VP base, not a good base design. Going to try to illustrate a quick concept as we beat this guy. This base could be kind of annoying depending on how you approach it. I'm going to try to make it less annoying for my warriors. Now, on this account, I think I have 6 GB, I'm not quite sure. But some of them are really not good statues, so it's always important to be economical. And he has some really, really annoying mines, as you will see here. He's got a shock mine over here that I'd like to clear. He's got a boom mine there that I'd like to clear. He's got a bunch of mines around his HQ. Now, if you just approach this base from the front, there's really no guarantee of what you're going to be taunting. It's kind of difficult to see beforehand. Depending on where Bullitt lands, he's going to stand one side of this shock launcher or the other. And if he's standing to this left side, he might or might not get this machine gun. If he's standing to the right side, he probably will get this machine gun. But there's a machine gun back here, and you definitely need a shock on the shock launcher. So rather than worrying about, like, if you just approach from the front, you might have to try to figure that out on the fly. I prefer to try to figure this stuff out in advance, and when you get used to it, it becomes fairly easy. We're going to modify the attack just a tiny bit. What I would really like is to guarantee that Bullitt taunts this shock launcher and one of these 2 machine guns. This one looks a little easier to me, so what we're going to do is, rather than just approach straight from the front head on, I'm going to guarantee where Bullitt is going to stand. And you can check this out later as the attack progresses. If you were approaching from the front, you'd probably be gathering up in front of the flamethrower. We're not going to do that. Going to gather up in front of the boom cannon and go to this sniper tower as a gathering point before going on to the headquarters. What should happen there is that Bullitt should come to about here and then pull somewhat to the left, which will land him directly in the blind spot of this shock launcher. From there, he should be close enough for his taunt, which extends, I think it's a radius of 6 tiles, to taunt this machine gun. That will leave us with 3 guaranteed shocks. Would like to get this guy. Could be a critter if you wanted. Would like to get this guy. That could also be a critter if you wanted. And definitely want to get the shock launcher. So I'm going to go with 3 shocks. But it could be 2 shocks and a critter. I'm safe. I feel safer with the shocks. Anyway, let's proceed. Like I said, this guy's mines are super, super annoying. Want to make sure to get, there should be a shock mine back here that I need to see explode. There it is. And actually, that was a pretty good barrage around the HQ, so we look like we're good to go. So, land in front of the boom cannon. Gonna save smokes on the beach always, always, always. Let Bullitt land. Let him get out front a little bit. Shock launcher's gonna clip him, but that's fine. Drop the warriors behind him. So we haven't used like 4 smokes on the beach. We've now used 2 to get where we needed to be. Bullitt ate up a little bit of damage, but that's what Bullitt gets paid to do. So that's fine. And then as the warriors pull up towards the HQ, some people are going to peek, but that's fine also. 1 shock, 2 shocks, 3 shocks. Medkit. Bullitt is exactly where we needed him to be. We're taunting the towers that we needed to taunt. And we even have the GBE left over to celebrate at the end. Lost a few boys there, not too bad. Was that 4 ice at 430 VP? That's fairly ridiculous. But pretty much exactly as predicted. You can't predict the barrage, but everything else about that went to plan, and that's really the secret to knowing what's going to happen, is really the secret to making these attacks work smoothly. And that's what keeps you on the battlefield and still attacking. I could go probably attack a couple more player bases before I had to pause here. Even without Endless, a couple of those boats lost, what, 3 3 warriors there, 3 warriors there. But most of these boats are pretty full, and I can go attack another player if I want to now, which is great, because the whole point right here is I'm trying to refill resources. So, anyway, a little bit of insight into the planning and pathing of a warrior attack, and I am on to the next base. Like, thumbs up if you appreciate the help, and I will catch you guys later. Take care.